In this series, we're looking at the leadership behaviors that will be needed in the future to address the new realities of the accelerated and continuously changing business dynamics. Based on the leadership coaching I do and my own experience, my best insight to be prepared to meet the future leadership needs is not let your own self-doubt and self-talk about your ability to meet these changing demands get the best of you. Doing that is the biggest impediment for your success. And we've all been there. That moment when you doubt yourself or feel like you're about to be exposed to your peers, or worse yet, senior leaders as underqualified, or worse yet, a fraud. It's known as imposter syndrome. And at one time or another, almost all of us have fallen to this self-talk. If you don't believe me, here's just one statistic. 70% of the US population has experienced imposter syndrome. That's according to a research paper published in the Journal of Behavioral Science. Today's leaders, both new and experienced, face an ever-accelerating pace of change, which can make dealing with self-doubt about your readiness a critical derailer for continued development and future success even more challenging. As leaders in 2020, the first step for dealing with this impediment is admit that you're not supposed to have all the answers. Given the accelerated pace of change, it's just not going to be possible. While the all-knowing leader may have worked in the past, it's just simply not viable in the age of rapid digital transformation, evolving technology, and globalization. Leaders who are able to demonstrate courage and demonstrate their vulnerability, that takes courage in itself, have the advantage in today's workplace. With vulnerability comes the openness to reach deeper into the organization and make authentic connections that enable leaders to effectively tap into varied talents, diverse perspectives, and specialized skill sets. Another demonstration of courageous leadership is openness to change, adapting both strategically and quickly. It's a critical trait for leaders in 2020 and beyond. Part of this involves critical thinking and the ability to evaluate assumptions and arguments, to draw conclusions and make decisions, even in the absence of complete data. In our volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, aka VUCA world, social and emotional intelligence are increasingly important, especially because leaders rarely, if ever, have all the information they'd like before having to make major decisions. Of course, some of us are more naturally suited for this evolution in leadership style than others, but don't let imposter syndrome get in your way. It can be your own self-limiting behavior that will hold you back from progressing into the ambiguity you'll be facing. It's just the reality. In other words, you have some control over your destiny. Honor what you can bring to the table, how you look at a situation differently than others. That will empower you to reach out to others to complete the puzzle where you don't have all the answers. With focus, we can all develop our leadership skills to fit the complex and frequently uncertain business environment we operate in. What's your perspective? When does your self-doubt show up for you? As a coach, I partner with my clients to help them move in and then past their limiting beliefs that can hold them back. From that new position of strength, they're in the best position to anticipate where they need to fill the gaps in their leadership bench to help drive the businesses forward that they manage. From this position, they're also best able to address the gaps and develop the skills their leadership team needs for today and in the future. I look forward to hearing about how you've identified and tackled any self-talk and self-doubt about how to move forward as a leader. We'll continue to explore the future leadership needs over this series, so stay tuned and thanks so much.